Week 2 of lockdown. This is the next part of the body percussion series. So we're going to add a little bit on, recap the old stuff, add in some more foot patterns here, and then we're going to go into, I guess, the basic pattern with a lot of stuff is built upon in a number called hands and feet, which is basically body percussion stuff. So a quick recap of last time, really quick, and we'll do this as part of the warm-up. So remember we were just tapping 1, 2, 3, 4, then we built the hand lines over the top of this. So we started with singles on the on count, which were 1, 2, 3, 4, one more round, 1, 2, 3, then straight into the off count. So we went 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, then we're into the double ons. So the first clap marries with the foot. Then we did double offs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back again to the singles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we went to off singles. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doubles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double offs. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we did the funky one, the one which was a bit tricky, which you need to, I think, sing, but it sounded like this, and it went. 1, 1, 1, 1. Cool, that was the old stuff. Let's go to the new stuff. So I want to give you, let's give you 2 patterns today, maybe 3 patterns to play with. So the first one's a triplet. Now, I know in tap there's a load of triplets in there as well. With the body percussion, it's exactly the same, triplet, 3 counts. That's a bit of worrying, a bit of a cough. But what we're going to use is our hands and our feet. So a triplet could be 1, 2, 3, or it could be 1, 2, 3, or any combination of the above. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do a clap on the 1, 1. Then you're going to step right, and then left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, we're going to speed it up just a little bit because you can really get some tempo going with this. So go 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, again, we're going to do it, but this time, instead of just rocking back on your heels, we're going to lift the whole foot up. So same tempo, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. So tempo-wise, let's play around with speeding it up a little bit more. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a half time and then a double time, or a single time and a double time. So timing-wise, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 3, 4, and key with all of this is to keep it nice and crisp, to not speed up, and keep that even pacing between it at the moment. So 1, even spacing. Now you can play with the hand claps in between, because we looked at how to make different sounds with the hands. So we had the deep one, then we had the high one, then you can have a click, hitting the body, hitting the thighs. Sweet. Now, we're going to build on to that. So, breathe in, breathe out, let that one go for a second. We're going to do a triplet, but it's going to be a running triplet over a 4. Now, I know we did this in tap the other day, and I think we did it with a paradiddle. I think. So, that rhythm. So, how we're going to do this is we're going to do a double clap. So let's teach it quickly. So we go 2 claps, 1, 2, 2 stamps. So it's kind of a 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Cool. The only difference with this is we're going to count it as a 3. So by that I mean we're going to take the 4 counts, but we're going to break it into 3s. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you've got the 4 count running over, but we're breaking that 4 down into 3s each time. So it's still the 2 claps, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So we're not changing the timing. Now, if I was to bolt this onto the triplet, it would look like this. So if I do, I'm going to do 4 triplets, and then I'm going to go straight into that 4 running. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And again. So 4 triplets straight into the 4 running over the top. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Cool. So let's do it a little bit quicker. 7 tango, 8 tango. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 7 tango, 8 tango. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. A little bit quicker still. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a head mess. Play with it slowly. And then just keep jamming in over the top. I think the hard thing with this is to kind of keep that rhythm going through. Now, one thing that I find helps with these triplets is to start to move them. So while we're doing this on the spot, we can start to move it forwards in a kind of a chug. So we just put the clap in the middle. So it's going to look like this. let's move him forwards. 5, 6, 7, 8, and a clap, stop, stop, clap, stop, stop. You can play with the footsteps wherever you like. We can go out and in. We can go forwards and backwards, which is so much to play with, but we'll build all that into a routine later. So the signature, which kind of goes through the piece we're going to build up, sounds like this, and then I'll break it down. Play with it. So it starts with your right leg, and we're going to go right, left, right, right, left, right, and again just to there, right, left, right. Now, important with that last step is that we still keep our weight on the left side, so we can lift that leg up again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, and up. 7, 8, and up. 7, 8, and up. One more time. 7, 8. We're just going to put a clap on the end now. So 7, 8, and up. 7, 8, right, left. One more time. From there, you're going to right, left. We've just finished. Now let me show you how that sounds. From the top, it's going to go right, left, clap, some. And this one you can put the weight into your left leg a bit more. So just up to there, slowly with me. 5, 6, 7. And again. 7, 8, 10. Right, right, left. One more time. 7, right. Now the next bit. We just repeat the bit that we just did, so it's shuffled back along a bit more. So let's do it slowly from the top. We'll pause just before we put on that extra bit. So, starting with the right leg, we're going to go right, left, right, clap, right, left, then we do it again. Right, left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, left. 7 and right, 7 and 7 and hold it there. To finish with, this is where those triplets at the start come in really useful, because it's just a little triplet on the ends, starting with a clap, then a right foot, then a left foot. Triplet. And again that little bit. Triplet. One more time. Triplet. That's your whole count of 8. Really, really slowly from the top. Boom, 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 back. 7 and 8. And a boom, 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 back. Boom, 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 boom. 5, 6, 7, 8, and right, left, right, left, clap, right, left. 5, 6, One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and a zoom. So that 8 bar then gets recycled again. So we just tag the end onto the start and we can repeat however many times we want. The important bit for this triplet is that now that you've got your weight on your left leg, you can lift your right leg up to start again. So it goes right, right, clap, right, left, clap, right, left, right, right, left, clap, right, left. So, bum, bum, chip, bum, 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 chip, bum, bum. So, bum, bum, chip, tam, 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 chip, bum. So how do you play around with this until the next video? What I'd like you to do, all those lines that we looked at last week, we had single ons, single offs, double ons, double offs, and a... You can play with the hand line and then add 4 bars of the new foot line on. So we're going to do it now. We're going to start with single ons, 4 of those. Then we'll do single offs, 4 of those. Double ons, 4 of those. Double offs, 4 of those. It'll make sense when we go through. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And a zoom. Two more. Offs. 2. Here we go. Double ons. Ready? Go. Double offs. You ready? And a tricky one. You ready? Cool. Slow that down at your own pace, play with it. Those are probably the hardest bits. On top of that, you can take that same foot pattern and you can put the other hand lines over the top as you're using those feet, which we will get down to breaking down one by one as we go through. But for the time being, I think that's plenty of material to play with. So play with your triplets. Play at speeding them up. Play with the 4s over 3s, the rolling one. And then play with that groove over the top. And I think that's more than enough for 1 week. Enjoy!